Okay, and we're live. So, this is Gino from real.com. This is my second live stream. Make me feel like a brand new YouTuber again. I've become very comfortable with being on camera to the camera in my normal videos, but these live streams are a different kettle of fish. So yeah, I'm outside my comfort zone just a little bit, and hello to Rod. I know Rod's here. He's in the chat. I'm doing today's live stream from a laptop, and the laptop isn't very good. I don't have very good equipment. Every video I have ever made has been well. I use the computer upstairs to do the editing, but this laptop isn't very good. You can probably tell with the camera quality. Hello to Lolly. I can see you. How are you doing? Hope you're well. How are things in France? Today we have a lovely sunny day here in the UK. I'm hoping to get out there and enjoy that this afternoon a little bit. So this second live stream, the topic of this live stream is British culture. Okay. There are many things that I know about British culture. Inside my mind, obviously, inside this ton head that I have. And it's very easy for me to think, okay, I'm going to make a video on, I don't know, British culture, teach you guys all about British culture. But I don't know what you guys want to know about British culture. So therefore, the topic of this live stream is British culture. You can ask me any questions you may have about British culture, and I'll do my best to answer them and to increase your knowledge of British culture as well. Thanks, Rod. You've just said that the sound is good, the image as well. Thank you. Like I said, the webcam on this laptop isn't very good laptop, but times are hard at this moment in time. So yeah, if you've got any questions, just fire them at me. I can't see any questions in the chat so far. Hello, Wilson. Wilson's just joined. Santosh as well. Hi from India. Wilson has said, hello from Spain. Dear Gino, I'd like to know more about afternoon tea. Have you ever been in a fancy place for that? Okay. This is one of the biggest misconceptions of British culture that I have ever come across in all my life, Wilson. Andy McClyman, how you doing, man? You okay? Good to see you. Andy, I'm going to make you a moderator, okay, mate? Andrew's my old friend. We used to go to school together. Okay, Wilson, to return to your point about afternoon tea. Okay, I know that there's this misconception in the world that here in England, every tea time we all get to and drink tea and eat cake with the little finger. It just isn't the case. Nobody here in especially in Northern England, none of us have afternoon tea. I think it comes from historical upper class people. So very rich people in the past used to have afternoon tea and eat cake. Some people might disagree with me here, but afternoon tea is not something that I do on a regular basis, nor is it something that any of my friends do on a regular basis either. I'm sure Andrew, who's in the chat, will agree with me there and concur with them topics. Who else do we have? So we have the expression "a cup of tea" is only used in the UK or in other countries too. I think they'd use that in other countries as well. To be honest, here in England, we very rarely actually say a cup of tea. We'll just say a brew. A brew is English slang for a cup of tea, basically. I'm going to write that one in the chat. You'll have to bear with me because the laptop is being incredibly slow. Yeah, so we call a cup of tea a brew. All right. Who else do we have? We have Radamid K. If I mispronounce any of your names, I'm really sorry. Okay. But Radamid K, why do you call dinner tea, or is it a Scottish thing? No, it's not a Scottish thing. We do that. So, Claire, in the English language, it should be breakfast, lunch, and then dinner for your evening meal. Okay. Um, but we use breakfast for our breakfast, and then for lunch we say dinner. Okay, so breakfast, dinner, and then we say tea for evening meal. So you'll often hear people say things like, "What are you having for your tea?" or "Should I get tea on?" I'm going to get tea on, and it means I'm going to start cooking tea. It can be incredibly confusing for speakers of other languages when somebody starts to speak about eating the tea, because I should imagine that you start having visual pictures of somebody actually ripping open a tea bag and pouring the tea into the mouth, which I don't recommend you do because it wouldn't be too tasty, to be honest. What do we have? Santosh ready. He says we use in India also. Uh, you use tea to describe evening meal also. I didn't know that. Thank you. That's something I didn't know. Andy McClyman. And are you making a brew? Exactly, Andy. Exactly. Another thing we'll do as well is when we're at work. So in the work setting, we call break times where you have a break. We call them brew times. So I've got 5 minutes till brew, and brew means that's another way we use it is to describe the break time when you're at work. Then we've got milk. Hey, got milk. Sure what your name is, but your channel's called Got Milk. Why do you guys talk like you're better than everyone else? Okay. If you want to have that opinion, that's fine. I can assure you I don't think that. Radamid K, just call me Rad. Okay, no problem. It's nice to have you in the chat, Rad. Wilson, Alonso, Giraldo. Here in Spain, in some hotels, they offer afternoon tea, but the price is very expensive, like €15. Wow. €15 for afternoon tea. So what do you get in that? Just a cup of tea? Because a cup of tea, it's a bit, it's a little bit expensive, €15. Rod, the Brazilian English teacher, mint. Yeah, this is a slang word that I taught to my friend Rod the other day. We use the word mint to describe things that are really good. Okay, so if you think something's really good, then we say it's mint. Okay, so I really like my new phone. It's mint. It means it's really good. What else have we got? We got Rad again. Do you get tea already with milk in it if you order it at a restaurant? If you order tea at a cafe, yes, I'm going to say yes. I don't really drink a lot of tea, so I could be wrong, but I'm going to say yeah. If you order tea at a cafe, they'll put milk in it for you. I think if you're in a restaurant, then they'll probably give you a small teapot, a metal teapot with some milk on the side, so then you can add the milk to your liking. Wilson, if you really want to improve your Spanish, just drink sangria and eat paella. That's fantastic, man. Actually, the last time I was there in Spain, I was in Malaga, Jerez de la Frontera, and Mijas as well. And trust me, mate, after a few beers, Spanish nativo, español como nativo. Después unas cervezas after a few beers. Then we've got Santosh ready. I said we say cup of tea in India, not brew, but I misunderstood as meal. Okay, yeah. So in India, you say a cup of tea. We do use that here as well, but the most common term is brew. Lethal Wolf, do you know where is India? Yeah, I do know where India is, mate. Yeah. I do know where it is. I've never been. I nearly had the opportunity to go. I've just had a message saying that my connection is unstable. Can somebody confirm that you can still hear me? Somebody confirm in the chat that you can still hear me, because I've just had a message saying that my connection is unstable. So yeah, Lethal Wolf, I do know where India is. Andy McClarmont, Got Milk, are you being serious? There's been a comment deleted by Got Milk as well. I'm assuming that Got Milk is posting negative comments. That's fine. I hope if somebody feels the need to post negative comments, it's usually because they're feeling turmoil with it. So, Got Milk, I'm sending you love, and I hope you get over your inner demons, my friend. It's a belter, that phone. Andy McClarmont, yeah, that's another way we say that something's good. It's a belter, especially here in Northern England. So this phone, I really like this phone. It's a belter, and you'll hear people say as well, it's a bloody belter. Andy, it's a blood. Yeah, I know. It's the webcam on this laptop, mate. The reason I didn't want to do it on the phone again is because it's when the chat was coming up, I couldn't scroll backwards through the chat. So I'm on the laptop. I need a new laptop. I'm going to invest in one. Santos ready? No, we cannot hear you. Sometimes you jump in your connection. Okay, Rod's saying that the spotty connection, but the audio is on. Andy McClarmont, I smoked him. He's on time, mate. Okay, let's leave him there. Let's hope when he comes back, he's in a better mood. I'm not sure what he said on his second comment because Andy deleted it, but yeah. Rod is here. Nice to see you again. It certainly is. What is the favourite sport of the English people? Right, okay. I'm going to say that it's probably football, okay? But I'm not a big lover of football, really. I don't mind playing it. I don't mind going to the stadium to watch the local team, but I don't really enjoy watching it on the telly. So yeah, I would say that either rugby. Lolly, you didn't answer my question. What did you ask, Lolly? I didn't see that, sorry. Let's scroll back through the chat. See if I can see. I am curious about pubs in England. Do the English go to the pub every day? Sorry, I think it's a stupid question. Okay, Lolly. So there are some people who might go to the pub every day. It's certainly not the case now. In fact, the pub industry, pubs closing down here in the UK at the moment, and the COVID-19 situation is only exasperating that. So to answer your question, no, people don't go to the pub every day. Okay, English is fun. Hi from Poland. Hi, how are you doing? Oleg, soccer. We call football here horror films, movies. English is fun. I don't like horror films, movies. Neither do I. Stand to be. Nor do I. Me. My usual response to that would be neither do I. Which form works for you? It'd be neither do I. Got Milk. Hi. Sorry. Hi, Got Milk. How you doing? We're sending you love. Hope you're feeling better. Lolly. Thanks, Gino. Andy McClarmont. Hi, Hot Milk. Hot Milk. Got Milk? Sorry. Do you have any questions about English British culture? Let me know, and I'll answer them for you if I can. Okay. Could you tell me more about the littering volunteering work you do? Rod, massive litter problem. Okay, people throw litter on the floor. It's not a very nice thing to do, but it happens, and we I didn't set up the group, okay? It was a lady who lives near me. She set up a litter picking group. So we go out every Sunday and we go and pick litter off the street. So that's all about that. Continuous thing, Rod. We do it week in, week out, week in. Rad, football or soccer? It's here in the UK, it's football. In United States, it's soccer. Okay, so we call it football. In the United States, they call it soccer, but they are both correct. Okay, as likely as not is only used in UK or in other countries too. I'm not sure I understand that one, rare mate. As not. It's not something I use. Andy, do you use that one? Let me know, mate. Wilson, cricket. Yeah, there is a quite a lot of people who like cricket in Northern England, in England in general, but not too many, I don't think. Andy McClyman, it was a typo. Okay. Got milk. Yes. Why are British smarter and more high class than us Americans? Who says that? Who says that? I'm sorry. You haven't got that from me, mate. I haven't said that. I don't think that anybody on this planet is any better than anybody else, just for the record. Oleg, I heard some kids are starving in England. Yeah, there are areas of poverty. There's poverty in England just like there is in every country. I don't know where you heard that kids are actually starving. I don't know, but there are areas of poverty like any other country. Santosh Reddy, what UK think about ghosts and aliens? Okay, I don't think I can answer that on behalf of the whole of the UK, but I certainly believe in ghosts and aliens. I'm open to the idea. So yeah, personally, I think that ghosts do exist. I actually saw a ghost once. That's why I believe in them. But aliens, I've never seen an alien, but I'm open to the idea. Andy's replying to Got Milk. I don't think we are. I think the US use vocabulary is far superior to ours here in England. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. English is fun, again, because I lost the connection. Which form works? I would say neither do I. English is fun. Rad. Favorite poet? William Blake. He's an old poet from back in the day, but he's my favorite poet, William Blake. What else do we have here? So we have Got Milk saying, but I like British vocabulary more. Yeah, I mean that's personal opinion of yours. There are some massive difference in the vocabulary. The main one that I hear is in America they call a car park a parking lot, but we call it a car park here in Northern England or in the UK in general. Oleg, an English lady told me in Facebook group. I'm not sure if he's replying to another comment. Santosh Reddy, what is meant by I am open to the idea? Okay, so if you are open to an idea, it means that you don't reject it. Okay, so when I say that I'm open to the idea of aliens, it means that I don't completely reject it. So I think it's a possibility is probably the better way to say it. One of the other things about British culture that people in other countries don't tend to know about is bonfire night, even in the UK, or Guy Fawkes night. And the reason we have that on the 5th of November, always remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot, okay? And the reason that we have bonfires and set fireworks off on the 5th of November is because of the gunpowder plot in which a man called Guy Fawkes intentionally set out to blow up the Houses of Parliament. in 1605. As Andy says in the comments, bombing eat. Yeah, that's how we say it here. He intentionally set out to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. His plot was discovered, and he was tortured, and then he was going to be hung, drawn, and quartered. Hung, drawn, and quartered is a very old method of execution, in which you was literally hanged by the neck until you was almost, and then they'd cut you in your joints and then tie each limb, arms, legs to a horse, and the horses would run off and they would split you into 4 pieces. As far as I'm aware, I think Guy Fawkes managed to avoid that fate because he fell off the platform and broke his neck before that happened to him. Lolly lolly. Can you understand Irish easily? I can't. Yeah, I understand Irish people quite easily. The accent is very different from my own. It's very different from what people might speak about here, but yeah, I understand it. Oleg, did you get a brand new cell phone? No, mate, it's not brand new. It is a new phone for me, but it's not brand new, if you know what I mean. I bought it secondhand from somebody who already had it. I can't afford to buy a brand new iPhone. They're too expensive. Okay. Rod, you're one of the best people I've ever met. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Likewise, you're an incredibly inspirational guy. Sending you love from Wigan. Do you actually have typical British breakfast? This one's from Rad. I knew this one was going to come up. I knew we were going to end up talking about British breakfasts. The truth is, no, I don't have a typical British breakfast. Eggs, beans, bacon, sausages. I don't. Every day for my breakfast, I have a fruit and veg smoothie. So that's what I have every day. I'm sure there are a lot of people who do eat full English breakfast, but what you'll usually find is that during the week, so on weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, people will eat cereal or porridge or something like that for the breakfast, and then at the weekends they'll have what we call a full English breakfast, which is bacon, eggs, sausage, and all the rest of that good stuff. English is fun. Which would you use? My car wouldn't start this morning. My car didn't want to start this morning. I would use the first one. So I would say my car wouldn't start this morning. But as Andy says underneath, we do use both, but I would navigate towards the first one. Oleg, how much is it in the UK? What, for a brand new iPhone? It depends on the model, but you can look at paying it anywhere up to £1,000, I think, for the top of the range iPhone at the moment. Lolly, thanks for your answer. You're very welcome. That's the idea of this session. Okay, Santosh, what did you do when you saw the ghost? I was a child, okay? I was a child. But the interesting thing is that the person I actually saw was still alive at the time that I saw them. But it was a ghost because it disappeared in front of my eyes. I was actually at my grandmother's house when I saw it, and it was the middle of the night. Now, I know I wasn't dreaming because I'd just been to the toilet and I was washing my hands in the sink, and the water was really cold. And when I turned around, I saw a ghost in the living room. I was really scared. But trust me, ghosts are real. Ghosts exist. I know what I saw. Yeah, Rad, I agree. That breakfast is way too heavy to eat. And another thing is as well is if you get up in the morning and you have, say, a smoothie, as I do, or you have porridge or cereal or something like that, you feel energized, okay? You feel like you want to go out and do something, maybe go for a run. But if you have bacon, sausage, egg, and all the rest of it, you feel like you want to go to sleep. It's not very good. It's not very healthy. Andy says you can pay up to £1,200. Yeah. I've never bought a brand new iPhone. Oleg, do you drink alcohol? Yes, but not a lot. Okay, so I don't drink a lot of alcohol, and I I don't drink until the point where I'm really really drunk either. But yes, I do enjoy the occasional um, alcoholic drink. Rodrigo de Campos, how you doing, my friend? You okay? Congrats for your Spanish learning. Thank you. It's an ongoing process. I'm still a long way from speaking from speaking actual perfect Spanish, but my Spanish is completely conversational. I can go to Spain and not speak any English at all while I'm there and speak about numerous different subjects. So yeah, I'm really happy with where my Spanish is. It's fully conversational. I'm going to say it's advanced. It's at an advanced level. Some people might disagree, but that's what I think. Okay, Rad, got to go. Keep up the good work. See you later, Rad. Have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay. Who else has commented? So we've got Oleg. Do you like Russian vodka? Okay. I don't really like vodka in general because it gets you really drunk, but the taste is very nice. So it's a very nice tasting drink, but it gets you really smashed, as we would say here in England. Gets you smashed, and that means it gets you really drunk. English is fun. Are you and the people around you scared of COVID-19? Personally, I'm not scared of COVID-19. From what I can see, it's got a very high survival rate. So I'm quite young, I'm quite healthy. So I'm not scared of COVID-19 personally, although I do have concerns about people who are older or vulnerable, for example. I have concerns for them people. But personally, I'm not scared of COVID-19. Ramat, in the UK, do people take a nap and close places for an hour, like in Albania? Okay, so what you're describing there is kind of like a siesta, no? So during the day, everybody closes their businesses for a couple of hours and goes home for a nap. We don't do that here in England, but we do go to bed quite early in comparison to the rest of the world. Or have our evening meal really early as well, in comparison to the rest of the world. People usually eat the tea or evening meal at around 5-6 p.m. here in UK, but I know over on the continent, France, Spain, places like that, they usually eat their evening meal at 9, sometimes even 10 p.m. So yeah, they eat a lot later than we do. Who else has commented? Rod, the Brazilian English teacher, and he has put, what is your favorite book? My favorite book is it's one of two. It's either Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, or The Magic of Thinking Big. And I forgot who that one's by, but I can let you know. Santosh, is it common for women to have alcohol in your culture, and kids can drink alcohol with their parents? Okay, Santosh. Yes, there's a big there's a big drinking culture in the UK in general. I'm not saying that everybody drinks, but there are a large percent of people who do, and basically every city centre, town centre, is full of pubs and nightclubs where people go to drink. So yeah, it is common for women to drink alcohol here in our culture. Kids can drink alcohol with their parents. So technically speaking, you're not allowed to drink or buy alcohol until you're 18 years of age. But I'm sure that many parents might let their 16-year-olds have a glass of wine at a family meal, for example. It's all down to the parents. It's the parents' own choice what they think is right. Did you graduate from university? Oleg, no, I didn't. I didn't graduate from university. I went to college for a couple of years after high school. And then I just went and got a job. I worked my way up in quality management, quality control. So my last 2 jobs have been quality control managers for different companies. But right now I'm working with my dad. We do a special kind of cleaning, the deep cleans. And the reason I started to make these YouTube videos was because I started learning Spanish, and as I was teaching English to people, my conversation partners, I just realized I really enjoyed doing it. So I wanted to try and help people on a bigger scale. So that's why I do these. What else do we have? First time on your chat. That's from Brewer. I'm not sure if I've pronounced your name right. Brewer. I'm not sure. But you actually live in Manchester, don't you? If I remember rightly, you're here in the UK. Let me know. Good to have you here anyway. English is fun. What car do you own? I have a Vauxhall Insignia. It's a 2011 plate. So yeah, it's a black Vauxhall Insignia. Ramat, what is your favorite English movie? My favorite English movie is a film called Dead Man's Shoes. I'm going to write that in the chat. It's really low budget. It's a really low budget film, but it's really, 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 really good. I really enjoy that film, so I suggest you watch that. You'll hear some proper Northern British accents in that one as well. What else do we have? Rod, the Brazilian English teacher, you allow me, I'll send you the best book I've read lately. The Hate You Give. Yeah, that sounds right up my street. Please send it to me, Rod. Or send me a link or something and I'll check that out. Does this work for you? Can you run an errand for me? Yes. English is fun. Yes. Can you run an errand for me means, can you do me a favor? Basically, that's what that means. You can also use that to describe when you're busy. If somebody asks you to do something, you can say, sorry, mate, I can't do it. I'm too busy. I'm busy running errands. And it means you're busy doing the general day-to-day things that life throws at you. Somebody called Don't Be Stupid. Hello, how are you? Do you have any questions about English culture? One thing about Northern British culture that I'm going to mention is the fact that on a Friday, especially here in my town, Wigan, on a Friday, it's quite common to have a chippy tea, what we would call a chippy tea. And a chippy is a fish and chip shop, okay? So it's quite common here on a Friday for people to have a chippy tea. So they'll have chips and gravy or chips, gravy and sausage or something like that. It's like a treat for the week. And it's always been like that as long as I can remember. Oleg, would you want to learn to speak posh? Andy's answered you underneath. We don't speak posh here, mate. Do you know something? You're going to be really surprised now. And Andy will agree with me when I say this as well. But I actually really curb my accent when I'm doing these videos. I try to speak a lot more clearer than what I would do normally. The accent here in Wigan is really thick. Actually, Andy, I've got a video idea. Why don't me and you do a recorded Skype call just talking about general life, yeah? And I'll upload it to the channel and we'll both speak in our normal accents, normal Wigan accents. Don't be stupid. Good. How about you? Yes, I'm really well, thank you. I'm really well. Today's a sunny day here in the UK, so I'm going to go out and enjoy the weather and go and pick some litter off the streets very shortly. Rod, the Brazilian English teacher. I'll watch Dead Man's Shoes this afternoon. Yes, do that. Do that. It's I'll give you the plot, okay? So it's about a young guy who has learning difficulties, and he starts to hang around with these petty local thugs or local drug dealers, and they bully him, okay? They bully him, and then what happens is this guy's brother comes out of the army, takes revenge on them all. Like I said before, it's a low budget film, but it's really good. The storyline is it's sad, it's funny, it's violent, it's interesting, it's all that in one, and you will hear some amazing Northern British accents in that film. Okay, what else we've got? English is fun. When does your weekend start? Friday. What time? That depends on what time you're working till, mate. But I know on one of the famous radio stations over here, they used to have the weekend siren, which is like a siren that used to go off on the radio, and that used to go off at 5 p.m. So to answer your question, the weekend starts at 5 p.m. on Friday. Okay. Voldemort, how you doing? Nice to have you on the live stream. Welcome. Chips, French fries in the UK. No, we call them chips. The only place you'll hear them call fries is in McDonald's. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I think it's TikTok. How are you doing? Very nice to have you on the live stream. This is only my second live stream, by the way, and they make me feel like a beginner YouTuber again. I'm certainly out of my comfort zone when doing these live streams. Andy McClyman, yeah, I'll do that, mate, for sure. We will arrange it. That's really good to know. I'm sure you guys are really going to find the local accent really interesting. TikTok, a little bit lag. Yeah, I know it's the camera on the laptop. I can only apologize. I didn't want to go live from my phone again because I couldn't see the chat properly last time I did that. I'm going to buy a new laptop. I promise you guys, okay? Promise. I'm just doing what I can with what I've got at the moment. Don't be stupid. I still struggle with English. I believe I have known a lot of structure, and I do not know which one I am supposed to use first. In which context? I'm not sure I understand the question there. Okay. I think what you're referring to is the structure of sentences, because to Spanish people, for example, we speak backwards in English. We say the red table, for example, but in Spanish they say the table red. So yeah, we speak backwards in English, according to a lot of different languages. Lolly, could you recommend a good series or film in British English on Netflix? Okay, Lolly. The truth is, I don't actually watch a lot of British English stuff on Netflix. I tend to watch Spanish things to practice my listening. I already recommended Dr. Foster for you. I hope you enjoyed that one. That one was one that I found good. The only other one I can pull off the top of my head, British English, is one called Top Boy. Top Boy, but that is about London drug dealers. So I don't know if that's going to be your cup of tea or not, but maybe you can try it out. There's another one as well, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head. What I'll do is, Lolly, I'll have a look on my Netflix later, and I'll reply to one of your comments on one of my previous videos, and let you guys know. Okay. Okay. What else do we have? Oleg, do people still listen to Oasis in England? 150%, my friend. They are an absolute legendary band. We have a band from Wigan as well called The Verve, who are very similar to Oasis. Two amazing bands, Oasis and The Verve. I think the reason that I like them so much is because I can actually relate to the lyrics because they're from my local area, so I really relate to the lyrics when I listen into them. Santosh, what are the general business hours in UK and Northern England? That would be 9 till 5, Monday to Friday. Obviously, factories do run on a 24-hour basis and people work shifts. So either 6-2 to 10 or 10-6 night shifts and things like that. But the general working hours, 9 till 5, as I said, Monday to Friday. Just having a drink of water. I'm getting a case of the dry mouth. Oleg, Peaky Blinders. Yes, Lolly. I don't know if you've watched Peaky Blinders, but that is a good series. It's based in Birmingham. So the accent is different to mine or ours here, but it's still a very, very, very good still a very good series. Sorry, forgot what I was doing then. GB, hi, how you doing, mate? I'm doing really well. How are you, pal? Let me know. Rod, Portuguese too. You have to start lessons soon. Yeah, Portuguese is going to be my next language that I'm going to learn. I think the transition from Spanish to Portuguese is going to be easy. If you guys haven't seen me speaking Spanish, I uploaded a video a couple of weeks ago of an interview completely in Spanish between me and a girl from Peru called Kenza. Kenza was a lovely girl. It was a pleasure to have her on the channel, and she's going to come back and speak some English for us, I think, in the future. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, Kenza, if you are watching this or you do come to watch this at some point, it would be a pleasure to have you back. Rod, love the Verve, rightly so. They're an amazing band. Lolly. Okay, thanks, Gino. Okay, guys. I have 15 minutes until I have to go and meet the litter picking group. So on that note, I'm going to call it a day on this live stream. Before my next live stream, I'm going to buy a new laptop, okay? Because the camera quality on this one has been pretty bad. But thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for believing in me and my channel. And it's a pleasure to have and know each and every one of you. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye, people. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.